get straight to it. Let's see, he should be coming on. Yeah, he's coming.
What's up? What's the likelihood that we would have the same shirt on?
Word. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike, man. But before I begin, I just want to say thank you, my brother. I truly appreciate you joining me. I know you're a busy man, doing a lot of things, so I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and hanging out with your main man, Dee Dot. I appreciate it.
All love, my brother. All love. Anytime. How you doing, man?
All is well. And how's your family during this, this crisis we're going through? How's everything going for you?
Yeah, family is doing well. This is a weird time right now, and we're all trying to just figure out ways to get through it. So, for me, a lot of new doors have been opening that I'm truly blessed to have, come about. And I'm also aware that there are a lot of people who are having a really, really rough time. So my heart is with them. My family as well is going through a rough time. I lost my uncle the other day. So
I'm sorry to hear, my brother.
All good, man. All good. Thank you, bro. It wasn't to do the corona, but at the same time, loss is loss. So yes, times have been tough, but we pushing through, and that's why I'm doing different things to create, entertainment for people, so that they can feel supported and loved throughout this time, because it's a rough one.
The same thing here, man. That's why I put this Hanging Out with Dee Dot again. Great talent like yourself to come on here, and I truly appreciate you. So let's jump right into the interview, because I know you got a lot of things to do. Yeah. So, as you know, you're most famous right now for your role in one of the best series to ever hit the airwaves, and you probably have one of the best season 4, when you guys first got introduced, and you was Namond Brice. But let people know a little bit about, how you even landed that role, and what have you been working on since? Because let's be honest, man, when you first hit that, between you and Michael, Tristan, you was one of the best characters on there. And when you think of that, I you know how it is, perception. So when this big character, everybody's probably thinking the world's going to open up for you, and you're going to hit every movie screen, and you're going to be this next big star. Yeah. Tell me how you were able to deal with that and still keep focus and keep the drive alive in such a very competitive world. Acting is competitive.
100%, man. First, I'll start from the beginning. How I got the role. I had been working for maybe 4 years prior to The Wire. I was on Miracle's Boys. Some of you may know that. I was also in a few different TV shows. Like I did a few episodes of Law and Order, a bunch of different projects. So when The Wire came about, man, just like any other project, I went to the audition, man, and they were highly looking for like the best of the best at that time. So if you was a young kid under the age of 18, you probably auditioned for The Wire if you were an actor or in the entertainment industry. So it was a tough one, man. We had to, we had to go hard for it, man. They really picked the best. That was the beauty about The Wire and its casting. Shout out to Alexa Fogel. She is the casting director. They didn't want to just pick people who had names. They didn't want to just pick people who was like the end kids. They wanted the best of the best. So yeah, just like any other project, went in on audition, man, and I'm grateful for David Simon, Ed Burns, Nina Noble for choosing me. And that was that. Since The Wire, though, man, I've been working on a lot. I took some years off. I'm a dad.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. And also, I was very young when I did The Wire. You know what I'm saying? So I went into the game not necessarily knowing all what was like to come with it. You understand?
Yes.
My mom, we from the hood, man. She's just a hustler. She saw that she had this kid that had talent of some sort, and she was like, "Listen, we're gonna make it happen." So many people don't know I started out as a dancer. I used to dance with Alicia.
Was you on the train? Was you on the train?
Nah, and nothing against them, but they got. I don't know if I had that level of confidence to go in front of them and ask for money on the train. So shout out to all of the dudes that do that. But now I kind of went right into like a dance school, Broadway Dance Center in New York. And automatically I started working my way up. Went from like the beginner's class, and within a month was in the intermediate advanced class. And shout out to Rhapsody James. I think a lot of the beginning of my career is owed to Rhapsody, man, because she's one of the top choreographers in the world. But she always put me in right places, always put me in the right place. So I'm really grateful for her. But I was dancing background for a little bit until somebody was like, yo, your son doesn't need to be somebody's background dancer. I got an acting agent. Y'all ever thought about acting? And, you know, we went to the meeting the very next day with the agent, and then the rest is history, man. And since then, yo, just grinding, man. I was in, you know, a few different films, a few different TV series. Brotherly Love with Keke Palmer, my sister, Corey Hardrick. It was an amazing young cast. Logan Browning, Nafisa Williams, like from Black Lightning. The cast is out of this world. Then I went on to do The Inevitable Defeat of Mr. and Pete. That was with Jennifer Hudson, produced by Alicia Keys. That cast as well, crazy. Jeffrey Wright, Anthony Mackie, to name a few. So things have been working, man. And then I started creating my own content, man. I started writing my own shit because I'm those people that I don't want to just sit around waiting for somebody to give me an opportunity. I want to go and take it and create my own opportunity. So shout out to my boy Jones. We co-wrote a short film together called God Bless You. And it's currently on YouTube, and it has about like 1.8 million views, man. So I'm trying to just create my own shit, man. And while still working on other projects, I got a lot of big projects coming. A lot also that have been put on, you know, on hold because of what we're going through. But I got a lot that I'm working on, man. A lot.
So let's talk about you. You said you had how many children? You got two, right? Two beautiful daughters.
Yes.
Yeah. How is fatherhood for you? And how are you helping your daughters cope with this time? You know, them being a young age, probably not even realizing what's really going on out there. How are you doing that?
It's been a ride, man. It's been a journey. Especially being a young father. I mean, you know, I had my first kid at 18, but yo, it's been
that wire sex. That was that wire sex right there. Hey, I want that wire sex. Hey,
yo, it was happening before the wire, brother. It was happening before the wire. It's been a challenging but also beautiful journey being with my children, man, because you know, this is new for everybody, man, and especially for kids who they had to kind of get taken out of their routine automatically, and without anybody's control, right? Nobody's controlling, well, from what we know, nobody's controlling this disease. It's just happening. So, you know, I've been just trying to make sure that they're not like completely taken out of their everyday, day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for the New York school system who they implementing a lot of systems in place for these kids to continue their education. She talks to her teachers, you know, every day. Just trying to do things that make them still feel regular, because if you look at it, man, this shit is it's uncomfortable and it's abnormal what we're experiencing right now. So just trying to do things to make them still be kids, man. And I'm just sad they just announced that New York schools are going to be closed for the rest of the year. And you know, my daughter loves her friends, you know, so to see her be able to be with her friends in school, you know, for some time, it's going to be tough for her. But I'm just trying to do the best I can as a dad, man, to support her and make her feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, and so you speak of the New York City public school system. So where did you grow up, and where were you born and raised? And I know you lost your dad at a young age. Yeah. And so can you tell me some of the male figures you had in your life to keep you on the straight and narrow? Because you could have went anyway, but instead of dancing, you could have sold crack. You could have did.
100%.
And so what kept you in? And you know, I know you had to have a strong mother. So just tell me, you know, where you grew up at in New York, how was growing up, you know, who influenced you and kept you on the straight and narrow path? Or maybe you did dingle and daddle in the drug world at bad.
Never that, man. That was just naming, man. That was just the cat. For me, man, you know, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, between Flatbush and Canarsie. Grew up in Glenwood Projects. All right. Even though my dad did pass away when I was 2, I'm super grateful and blessed to know that I had a stepfather who stepped in early on. Okay. And congratulations. He made sure, on this planet, man. He made sure, like, even though I wasn't his, because my mom and him, they share a daughter. Even though I wasn't his biologically, he never made me feel like anything different. And that was a blessing. A lot of young boys don't have that, man. So I went to go live with him kind of between 4th and 8th grade. And then once I started kind of bubbling in the industry, I went back with my mom. But growing up, man, I had a lot of, I wouldn't say father figures, but a lot of influential people in my life. You know, people don't realize, even though, you know, there's some of the smartest, most brilliant people that live in the projects, that live in the streets, that live in the hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from the streets, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? And I also had big brothers, you know. My brothers were my protectors. You know, they were growing up in the streets. I never was afraid of anything because I always knew that my brothers and my friends always took care of me. And I also held my own, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up kind of different than most people, especially with being in the industry. But, yes, you know, because this is different. You growing up, you know, the whole time I did The Wire and all that, I still lived in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We weren't fortunate enough to, you know, move away from the hood at that point. You know, my mom had 8 kids. She has 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So it was a different experience. My experience is compared to, like, your average kid being in the industry or on TV is very different. And I wouldn't change it for the world because I'm grateful because it made me into who I am today. But there was a lot of people, I can't name per se, but a lot of people who took care of me growing up and really supported me and like staying on a straight and narrow.
And this is taken to that artsy kind of world. This being about, how long did you say you played Namond? About 10 years ago you played Namond?
I was thinking that, man. I've been doing the Wire watch party and I've been rewatching it.
Yes.
And so all these things are starting to come back up. It's been a little minute though, probably 10 years. Probably 10 years.
So what do you think that character Namond is right now in the world? You had to say, you know, remember at the end, Namond moves with the captain, he gets taken in. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Do you think Namond went back to the streets, or you think he stood on that straight and narrow path? Mm-hmm. But that's what I mean by father figure. Like the captain wasn't his father per se, but there was a man who saw this young boy with potential, who knew he didn't want him to end up like his dad. Mm-hmm. So he took him in and put him on the street. You think Namond stayed on the straight and narrow path? And have you ever been a mentor to a young brother from the project or from the streets of Brooklyn?
Oh man, I thank you for asking that, man. I go to schools often, man. I go to schools often and talk to the youth because I think the youth, I know the youth are our future. And me growing up, I was not a Namond kid, but I was a wild kid in school, man. And I know for me, I never had nobody that was around my age that was, you know, from my generation talking to me and showing me that, yo, there's a way out. Thankfully, I was able to figure that out on my own with my mom. But, you know, I make it a point to go to schools and talk to people to let them know, listen, I was just like you. I was that kid in the back of the class that while somebody would be in here, one of these police officers would be in the class talking about, you can be a police officer. I'm asleep because I never thought it was possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm very adamant in doing that. And I even spoke, I didn't graduate high school, to be honest, you know, but a few years back, went back to my high school I was the speaker for the high school graduation. You know what I'm saying? So that's I like to show kids like, yo, even if you got a GED, even if you didn't graduate, even if you failed out of school, that doesn't mean you're done. There's always an opportunity for you to grow. There's always an opportunity for you to have another chance at life. You just got to stay with it and stay consistent. And as far as where Namond is, I thought, you know, it's interesting. I did this segment on Reddit, on the app Reddit the other day, and somebody asked me that as well. And I had never thought about that ever in my life. Because Namond, that person that I created and that David Simon and Ed Burns created, he was so dear to me. You know, I held him so close to my heart. I never thought about, like, him growing up. And when I did think about it, it made me realize I don't think Namond would have went back to the hood. I think that Colvin and his wife probably took care of Namond. And just off of this, he might have had moments, right? Because we see how season 4 ended where he sees Donut, yeah. You know. But at the same time, when you got people that, I think some of these kids just need love. You know what I'm saying? I think some of these kids need love. And I know that Bunny and his wife probably loved Namond so much throughout his life and his father still, right? And his mother probably. His mom probably got, you know, it probably got real to her when he moved away. And they probably showered him with so much love that just off of that, he didn't want to disappoint them. So I highly doubt Namond went back to the streets, bro. I think Namond is probably somewhere, you know, he's probably not a politician, but somebody doing good work in the community. He's probably talking to, you know, going to schools, talking to kids. he's probably a good father. I think because of all that he went through, and once he realized that wasn't him, and he didn't need to fit in to make it, I think probably his mind probably shifted, and now he's doing well for himself.
All right, and that's good. I don't want to hold you up because you got your watch party. Just give us a little bit of information about your watch party. I think that was a dope idea, how you came about. And before you get into that, I just want to talk about, did you really eat all the food on the set? When you, I told you talking to my show, you talking about how you got big. You eat all the food on the set.
There was that one scene. There was that one. People probably think because shit. Look, I was 15 when I shot. 15 when I shot The Wire. Nigga grew up. You know what I'm saying? People always talk about the weight I gained, and I'm like, yeah, but what you thought I was gonna be fucking a toothpick my whole life? There was that scene, where they let us eat. They let us choose whatever Chinese food we eat. We were gonna eat in a scene, and that was a dope night because the crafty food, the set food was okay. But to go to a Chinese, we was off on the hood, so to go to a Chinese restaurant and be able to eat some fucking chicken wings and French fries, it was amazing. And I'm working on a lot, man. Like I said, I'm doing this Wire watch party right now. For me, like I said, I wanted to really give some entertainment, bring some joy to people's life throughout this hard time, because I'm aware that a lot of people are going through a lot of hard times. So the least I can do is try to just give back in the only way I know I can give back. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing, yo. And it's also a thank you to the fans, because the Wire fans, the Wire supporters, bro, are like no other, man. Like almost 18 years later, y'all are still making this one of the best TV. Like it's still one of the highest rated TV shows in the world right now.
Sorry to interrupt you, but y'all should have won some type of Emmy. That, especially season 4. Y'all should have got an
Oscar, man. That's all that matters. We got the street Oscar. We got the street Emmy. So I do this watch party every day, man. We show 2 episodes a day, 1 on Saturday. And it's been so dope, yo. It's so many people we do it on Zoom, so everybody's camera can be on at the same time. And prior to me pressing play on the episode, we have a conversation, we talk. It's starting to be like a community also. So we're like, people are starting to, friendships are starting to be formed. And I have a guest on. So far, it's been every day, every episode. I got a really dope guest today, because today we start season 2.
Okay.
We do from Monday to Friday, 1 full season. And today I got a special guest. We start season 2, and it's been amazing. Again, like I said, if this is the least I can do to give back to people throughout this hard time. And, a lot of people have no choice but to stay home. So to give them 2 hours of just fun and enjoyment and joy, it's the least I can do, man. So it's been a good time. If y'all ever want to join, I'll post the flyer for the watch.
I'm gonna post it again for you. I'm gonna post it for you for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I post it every day, and it's on Zoom. The meeting ID is open, so just jump on and have a good time. I know a lot of people waiting for season 4. So on April 27th, we start season 4. So, and I'll say it now. My guess that day, it will be the first time all 4 of us, the young corner boys, will be together in a room since the premiere party of The Wire, man. And we have not been in the room together since then. So, especially if y'all excited to see us 4 together, man, please join the watch party. Yeah.
That's dope. So, man, once again, I just want to thank you for taking the time out to hang out with your boy Dee Dot. When we get back in the real world, we're going to do it in my studio. We're going to do it again.
Yeah. Yo, drink some shirt, though. How crazy is it? We cut
Look. Great mind thinking. I got Obama. You got Biggie. But thanks again.
Man, continue success on all you're doing, man.
I appreciate you.
Proud of you, brother. For real.
Now, we're going to link up, man. We're going to do it live in the studio. And, matter of fact, April 27th, we're going to have a Tipple reunion watch party. I'm going to put the flyer together, man. We're going to join you Zoom, and we're going to get it popping, brother. I appreciate you.
Love.
Guess what? We got a friend in common, too. My man, Chad Quinn, says, say what up to you.
Chad, brother, Chad. What's up, man?
That's my guy. Know what I mean? So thanks once again, bro. I appreciate you for hanging out with Dee Dot. God bless you and your family, and may we get back to normalcy real soon, man. So everybody, you got once again for Julito McCullum.
Continue success. I'm going to see you soon, all right, fam?
See you soon, my brother. See you soon. Peace. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to hanging out with Dee Dot. This was the special edition But we every Monday at 7 p.m. You're hanging with Dee Dot. Every Friday I have a Zoom party. This week is Temple. Again, Cherry and White, Spring Fling. We got 2 DJs, DJ Mon, DJ Big Legs. But don't forget hanging out with Dee Dot every Monday, 7 p.m. I'm gonna have a dope guest next Monday. With that being said, I gotta go. God bless. Good night. Holla at your boy. It's Dee Dot. You heard?